There you go. That was money. We're really focusing on that right hand drive and finishing through with the left. There you go, way better. Hips and shoulders to face the ball completely. What's going on, guys? Coach Derek here, back with another video, and today we are at Kougar Academy, Waltham, Massachusetts. We got the lads with us. Nice small group session. We're gonna get after it, get working on our first move, continuing to work on tie-ups, because that's something in everyone's game that we can always get better at, gaining full control and exiting, and then we're definitely gonna finish with some live reps. So you don't wanna miss this one, stay tuned. We'll do a little bit of clamp work, then we can get into tie-ups and then read and react exits, stuff like that, okay? So to start, we'll partner up. We'll start with right hand only versus a half clamp. Downset whistle when we're clamping. We're just focused on getting that point of contact to the throat. So really that right hand stab, downset whistle, getting that ball to the throat, okay? You don't need to try to get 100%, just get that down the line motion, all right? We'll get into a slow clamp versus a false clamp, okay? So partner is gonna hover the top of his stick over the ball, all right? All we're working on is compartmentalizing our clamp into 3 movements. So it's gonna be down, set, go. And we're gonna get that top edge to the ball, and then we're shooting down the line, and then we're transferring that pressure to the bottom edge or top edge, all right? Making sure we're going like slow motion, okay? Here we go, go. Go. Nice, good top edge movement. Go. Good. We got 2 more first move stuff. We're gonna do stick efficiency clamps. Put your stick down. Okay, we're gonna start far away and then we're gonna bring it up where the stick is actually touching the ball. This is gonna work on not just our top edge, but also down the line. So with this gap, downset whistle, we're gonna clamp through, and when we finish through, it should almost create this puzzle piece, right? Both heads kind of fitting together. If we clamp forward at all, we'll end up clamping on the stick, okay? That's what we're trying to avoid. So it's that top edge and down the line, and then once we do 5 reps with it far away, we're gonna do 5 reps with the stick all the way up, clamping down, making sure that we're getting that top edge over as efficiently as possible. Good, now bring that stick all the way up to the ball. So it's a little bit forward. Put a little bit more in the middle of your stick, Jack. So with this drill is like kind of hard. When we're doing it, it's almost like that slow clamp, how we focused on bringing the top edge to the ball, right? Once that top edge is making the contact, instead of thinking of snapping over, we almost want to think of slipping over. The ball's round, so we're gonna roll over it. So once we get here, we want to slip down, and that's how we're gonna get all the way over it without, you know, clamping forward onto the other stick. So like focus a little bit more and down the line. Here, do this one slow motion, go. So get that top edge to the ball, and then down the line, go, and then stuff down the line, yeah. Fast, full speed now. There you go, that was money. There you go. Good. Nice. All right, cool. Now we're just going clamp versus a half clamp. Good, switch. Nice. We got 4 more. Now let's get into the tie-up work. So we're gonna start with something super simple. When we initiate our clamp and match with our opponent, our first move has to be down the line towards the ball. So give me a half clamp, like decently heavy. So we're gonna start half clamped 50-50 here, and it's just gonna be downset whistle, and we're really focusing on that right hand drive and finishing through with the left. So it's gonna be downset whistle. All right, and I want us pressing through with that bottom edge pressure to try and gain 100% of that ball, okay? We'll go 5 reps each, and then we'll go into 50-50s tie-ups versus each other, okay? And we'll rotate through that. There you go, way better. Okay. Nice. Good, switch. Down the line a little bit more, Jack. Set. Good. All right, now we're gonna get into 50-50 tie-ups. So Harrison, come down. The one thing I'm just gonna tell you guys to make sure you're doing, give me a half clamp. When we get into that tie-up, too many times I see guys throwing their hand to take us off the ball or risk us pushing the ball into our opponent's stick. So I want us focusing on building off that drill, not just going down the line, but also gaining the proper body positioning to maximize our right hand pressure. So once we get here, right, out of our stance, we want to make sure that we get that ball to the throat. If I don't have enough, I'm shifting my hips and shoulders to face the ball completely, and this is where I'm going to gain success in pressing through and driving my opponent off. So when we start to make that turn, or turn the corner I should say, that's where we're making sure that we're facing the ball and have the proper footwork to gain 100%, okay? You just overshot. Keep going, James. Face the ball more. Keep going. Good idea with the rip.
Yeah, bro.
So Jack, the one thing I would say is like you lift your chest a little bit too much. So like when you lift that left hand, you're lifting it with your chest. So like the only reason your left hand comes up is because your chest comes up with it. So I want you to try to separate your chest lifting from your hand. And I know you're a little bit taller, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to stay low, but essentially you want to stay low and then press through. Focus on actually bringing your nose down and towards the ball as you're lifting through. Okay. So that was a little bit better with your chest, right? But you were pushing from the side, okay? You're trying to get the ball by pushing here. It's like, imagine boxing, you know what I mean? If I'm boxing, I'm not gonna punch someone like that, okay? I'm gonna punch them straight on. That's why I talked about earlier, having our hips and shoulders facing the ball when we turn the corner. So if you turn the corner, you wanna make sure that you're facing the ball, and that's where you're gonna gain 100%. What did he do a good job of and you didn't?
Honestly, I have no clue.
He invaded the column right away, right? He got his chest and nose over the ball. You kind of just sat and threw your left hand, okay? So make sure we're going down the line off that whistle. All right, so just banged out a bunch of technique work. Now we're gonna get straight into lives. These boys are gonna compete a little bit, and let's get straight into it. You just threw that left hand too early. It was a good hit. Hammered. Good job. Good hit. Nice, good hit. Oh, good hit. Good out too. Oh, the double right. Oh, good right hand pressure, Jack. Oh no. Good hit. Oh, JJ, you actually had a piece, dude, to generate a tie-up. All right, bro. Now you hammer that. Holy sh**. Oh, good rake. Ball's out. Oh, come on. Fight for that ground ball, bro. All right, so we're going to get into the king of the hill, okay? First of 7. Losers have 20 push-ups. Out. Oh, my dude. Don't leave home without it. Good exit. Let's go.
Really? Oh, that's not early. Oh, you want the stick line up.
Good pull. Oh my God. Hammered.
Really?
All right, so I'm here with Jack, JJ, James, and Harrison. Jack, what did you think of the session today?
I thought it was pretty good. I learned a lot about my first move and just good work.
What would you rate it?
Like an 8.
Okay, how can I get those 2 points to get it 10 out of 10?
A little more kids.
More kids?
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. JJ?
I would say probably like a 6.
6, why?
My performance.
All right, so it's on you, not
Yeah.
me. Okay, fair enough. I think I agree with that. James?
It's always good being out here. Had a great session today. I'll give it an 8.
8? 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
How can I get those 2 points?
It's just my performance.
Just your performance. Okay, a lot of self-reflection here. I like that. Harrison. So Harrison's actually from Texas. So he came out here to get after it, preparing to go off to Bowdoin. Yeah, what did you think of the session?
Thought it was pretty good. Appreciate the tie-up work. I'd say like a 9.
9 out of 10. And what can I do to get that 1 point?
Some more reps.
More reps. All right, yeah. With these like smaller groups, I usually go technique heavy, but that's more than fair. If you guys want to join sessions like this, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram at TheKougar. Go to faceofffactory.com and you guys can find a session near you. Don't forget the fall championship is coming up. If you're looking to get recruited, October 18th, you got to be there. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.